Some self-proclaimed socialists worship Joseph Stalin. They eagerly defend him. They regard him as a socialist icon. These people are the enemy within. Stalin was an anti-socialist. Socialism describes worker ownership of the means of production. A socialist society is a classless society. A socialist society is controlled by the working class. Stalin presided over a brutal class society. He sat at the top of a ruthless class hierarchy. A rigid, violent class hierarchy. Some workers dared to criticize Stalin. Stalin slaughtered them in their masses, and those that were not slaughtered were enslaved. They were sent away to perform back-breaking labor in Stalin's gulags. Many of them died there. How can any serious person call Stalin a socialist? He slaughtered and enslaved workers for criticizing him. He presided over a brutal class hierarchy. There was nothing socialist about him. Sure, he had the red flags and the hammers and sickles, but nothing about his government was socialist. There was no substantive socialism to be seen. Endless piles of empty socialist symbolism attempted to compensate for this. And some fools fell for it. Some fools continue to fall for it. You can enslave and execute workers for criticizing you, but as long as you fly a red flag and speak about the people, they will forgive you. It is laughable. The defenders of Stalin are an utter disgrace. And in defending him, they tell us what their socialism looks like. When we speak about socialism, we are speaking about a classless, worker-controlled society. When they speak about socialism, they are speaking about a brutal dictator waving a red flag. That is the difference between tankies and serious socialism. Tankies are an enemy within. Tankies are a major threat to socialism. They make socialism look terrible, and they threaten to hijack left-wing movements. They threaten to reinvent the class hierarchy that we seek to destroy. They seek to reinvent it in its most brutal form. No capitalist has caused as much misery to workers as Stalin did. No capitalist has executed and enslaved working people on the scale that Stalin did. Stalin was an absolute disgrace. Stalin was an anti-socialist. Those who defend Stalin are anti-socialist. People who value symbolism and rhetoric more than substantive policy. People who will overlook unspeakable atrocities if they unfold beneath the red flag. It is disgraceful. These people have no place in our movement. These people are our enemies.